Kani kadai ka Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ka kubor baman kasni, belawan rashapi da ka rupa, ringkat bat ka orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Ground, Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Kakunhun ki MLA ka seng Congress ki badan haka Liang Pyrshah haka arpu pratarik no pra arjar khat pra ki Hiar Jurip ya ka jinglong jingman haklu ringksan ka badan ha East Jaintia Hills District hadien ba khat san ngut kinong ti par ba sha tep im nadok ka khat lai tarik muntau bnai no pra kani ka kunhun ki nrengut ki MLA Congress kadai ka pelayalam da ki MLA ka East Shillong constituency ka Dr. M. Amperin Lengdo Hakaba lasenran lang da uba George B. Lengdo, uba HM Shangpliang, uba Mohendro Rapsang, Dr. Azad Aman, bat uma shitlang pale. Hagajing kren, bat kinong tok kubor. Ka Dr. Amperin kalaong bahagani gajing le Jurip, ka kunhun kala shem, bakarukom trekam jongki kunhun balay ay jingarap, ka I huri hurabha, bat idon satya kata gajing lang hapdeng jongki.
The exercise up to the 24th, administration have already pulled out water more than 20 lakhs litre. But there is no decrease in water surface level. Then it confirmed that it is somewhere connected with the riverine water. There is some another source that is filling of water and that is not allowing the water surface level to be receding. Then the heavy duty motors and pumps and expert and all the exercise is required. That is already been requested from my side and for the mine expert to the administration. I think administration is doing something. I am on the site and ARF is still on site. We are having the close watch on the water surface. Today itself we are about to go deep inside to check water level. Still we are doing in a hope. Since we are rescuers and since the rescuer never loses its hope. So I may say let the water level get down, and if not possible, if till then the water pulling out water is not possible, still to see the surface of water so that may be possible that someone get into main shaft from the lateral tunnel so that I can pull him out. At least. For that purpose, we are still on the ground. We are still diving. My divers are there. We have 9 divers with me. We have full-fledged teams. Even other resources with us are available, like dog squads, other machines and all. But I think whenever they will be required, a sonar was required earlier. On the second day, I requested my commandant to Guwahati. Overnight, the sonar with the expert was sent here on site, and it worked. But unfortunately, it also didn't work because sonar has its all limitations, and this is a narrow shaft. Whenever we are getting deep, we are finding the shaft is getting narrowed down. And sonar has its limitation of 6 meter. It is based for, can be utilized well in a lake or riverine like that. But in this narrow type situation, it didn't give any positive and effective result. So this is the present status. At present, we are again going to go. We are just about to go down so that we can give the latest status reports. So, actually, it has been known that it is more than 60, it may be around 90 abandoned mine all around in the area of the 4-5 square kilometer all around. This mine, and you can see it is with the map in the northern side. The river is towards the western side, towards the west side. And actually, when we get down in the vertically down in this shaft, we also it is seen that the wall of the western wall and the northern wall. Okay. These two walls are wet, and the seepage that we can feel there, it is seeping from that side only. Okay. It is apparently seen the minimum distance. It is a Google calculation. Correct. Minimum distance from wall to the main shaft. River to this main shaft is around 360 meter. 360 meter. Maybe these mine may be possible. Since as one more information been collected by some of the local population, it is not best. I cannot show if it is right or not, but this input has been provided by the local miners, those who have worked somewhere. They say if you see the bottom of it like this, they say maybe the 4-5 sheets. They call it as a sheet. These two sheets in our side, in the southern side, these two sheets of the depth of 25 feet stopped. because they may find some other channels. The work was going on towards the western and northern side, and the layout of this is like this. This layout is like that. There is a two main limestone sheets. In between there is a 2 to 3 feet coal sheet is there. They made a rat hole of the size 2 feet by 4 feet or 5 feet maybe. These 2 feet. It is too narrow. It is too narrow, and it is not only narrowed. Then laterally they make other primary, secondary, and tertiary channels. This depth is, as per their assumption, it is at least 200 feet, and this is at least 250 feet. And there are many lateral channels and primary, tertiary. People trap victim maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, anywhere. Whether they are here, this is apparently they may be other places also. This is so where they are, I do not know, until and unless the water is drained out from this mine, and we could able to reach up to the bottom of the pit, so we can see the rat holes. Then only I can further operate.
We have come because we were informed that additional machinery was being requisitioned by the administration. So we did not know who was bringing these equipment. We wanted to come and find out whether there was any truth in that or not. Finally, the ADC has given us a brief that yes, there is some equipment that has come all the way from Bhubaneswar and other parts of the country, and that it has arrived in Guwahati. We wanted to find out whether or not the logistics of making sure that all of this machinery comes at the earliest. Because we are now aware that as per the briefings of the person in charge of the team here, they are telling us that they are not giving up hope because the shaft has many auxiliary connections. And he is saying that there's a very high probability that, okay, somebody may be still alive down there. And we've just come to find out whether or not the state mechanism is ready for this kind of a transportation of all of those expert equipments. So we have a better idea, and I think we are, we've come here and we believe that, yes, as of today, so many things are not there and that so many things need to get done. So we're here at ground zero just to find out, and then we'll go back to Shillong. We'll start mobilizing other elements as well. I think we can also, my colleagues can join us.
We have come to this place and we have seen with our own eyes. Iri malajong ba kumno ba kani ka jaka kalong kumbang i ba hadu menta kani ka klimat ru impat yo kanong no ka kubor ka bahaban ong bala bangin yo ban sei kita kimet bala sa ha kani ka krem jong kani ka jaka ne te kumbang yo kubor ba menta ka singi kiladon hi kita machine ki pom ki badang wan poi na shabar te nganget kat kum kajing batai jong yu deputy commissioner jong ka East Jaintia wong ba ladon ki brio bala le wanra le shawi ta ki machine te kini baro kilong hadu ondala shimbenta nakaliang ka Congress party nakaliang u Rahul Gandhi undala krem show chief show prime minister ba balei ba hadu menta la jan arteo undan mano ba pej ban yarap ban sei gini kimet de tang hangta de andala shimbenta nakaliang u Rahul Gandhi ta kita ki machine ki bade ban tan ni ka hangne kilas tang ban poi kumang yo snow na une u de pej nakani ka jaka naka NDRF u di Western Commandant wong ba hadu kani khalimat kilas tan kumba arpho lak liter ka arpho lak liter ka wong la dep sei la dep tan wat kata ro ka kadang ne katju te kajing subah kalong ba lese kani ka wa leteng ka badon hangni marjan mar khabat kani ka krem hangni lese kala from ka nakano no kalyang bat ka dap sidap kani ka wa kani ka krem te nei namar kada ka daw don kam ye ki pom ki ba kham khlan chu ki bala bantan ye ka marmar nang ba ngindup yo bangin rung apo ka krem kat kum kaji ong jong NDRF yengi khmi lenti ba dala poi tagi machine let's say hakine ki sngi ki banwan ka kini yo bakin se kin tan lut bat nang ta kini yo bakin rung kini ki diverse hapo ka krem bat ngini yo bangin wat ya kita kimet ki badang sa chapo de kumwa kalong menta ngi yo so artat ba kaladon hi gajing persyang ban survey nakaliang ka revenue department ya ka level jong ka hangni de naka water resources department ro kumjo te ngi so tho kat kum ka survey jong ki shemba ka jingti jong ka ne ka krem hangni kala long palat ban ya ka level jong ka wa ka level jong ka wa bat ha ka jing jeliu jong ne ka krem kala poi palat ya ka khatwei meter kata kamot ka jing so tho ka long ba ka ne ka wa kala long hajrong bat ban ya ka krem de namar kata ka daw ka ne ka ka tuit be hapo ka krem de kita kelong ke jing so tho jongi nda ngi lapoi hang ne mata ka si de ni sepet akan ogar liang akan ogar komba nang ni syakmat kin persyang ban yarap ban sei kini kimen
ka NGT kala dep ai lupa ya ka ban na do arajar khatsau khatsan but ya ka state administration la da dep ban shai lupa ba kidai ban lek ban set lut ye kini ki ban set lut ye kini ki krem do yong baro i kala long dir palat ingi bangin yoong balai baklemle kata mano yano ngin keno henry ka jinglong ka jingman hangni ka pen isya yangi kum ka jela bat kum kita ki nong song snong hakan ka jela balada pihap hi banti yu nu du yong pihap banya jemba ka lenti ka bala dep yatho daki expert ki ong kata ka mining ka ki pan ya kata ka blueprint jong ka mine ka mining plan don kam bandon ka blueprint na marada don kum kini ki jingja ki bas ngosi hakaba kini ki nong leti du yong ki sakut chapo ki krem kan yengi banyarap iki namar don kata ka mining plan don kata ka blueprint kini barakot ki dei ki baja ki ban pen kersiu thia yengi kum ka jela bad nang ne syakmat ngila don kam bangin pet ba bangin pulisani bad bakata ka mining plan bat kata ka blueprint jong ka way ka mine day bandon lupa shwa bakin let ki miners chapo namar klempep ladang ngimle ya kata haba don kum kane ka jingja khatsan khat riu khat nyungut kita ki nong leti do jong lada ki ja sathe chapo kamot nginum don jekermen na kamta juki tiu kalong ka babakla ban ong ka sarkar menchuane ki briu menchuane kalong ka babakla ngiong ba habala depja to banang ni syakmat ngin hap ban pet ban pikir kenang bakini kijing susi kinung jab yang nalor bakila depja si depja kumli
kamdei ka por bangin politics ya kani ka kam na bar bangi sosen ya kini ki breu ki bala sakut akani ka krem dengi nakaliang ka Congress party kadei hi ka kamram jongiru kum kinomi khmat kat ki bala laj kila pelaj ka por jongki mentasi da ka hai por iba khandiat ibalum kot ru kumangi la organize mangi nilayo bandlum kumbasan ngot ki MLA ngrungot ki MLA rengkat bat iba chitlang iba dei MLA na ka Jaintia te nilayo kat ne banwan tamban pensolem bat wakwa bandak UI ha ka ground zero ka ka bajia shisha ka ka daw ba ka suki ka jing trekam ka daw ba kini ki brio kimla ban sei ya kata ka bat ka daw ba ka sarkar kamshum wan ban jungo ban pej dalade hangne ngimchum yo sngo uno way minister ban wan hamboro sikata ke gadaw te ka jing insting jong ka sarkar de kan jing bom sunyo jong ka sarkar ban pej ban wan ban jungo ne shu e be how DC ban korbar ke berkhoy te UDC kat bala ka resources jong ulale hibokli ula persyang ban duat kipom kat bala ndre kito kipom hadu menta arteo kilasa kilala bantan tang arpolak litar mereka ka basa hangte kadai daki polak litar ki kumba kumta kumba ki ki ten namar kata daw ka jiliu kala jiliu bah kani ki NDRF ki hana arspa saupo mitar andala ngam arspa saupo mitar syapo nangta satungku katamot nangka syapo kini ki driver kila ban lek tang kumba saupo mitar ki saupo put sorry tang saupo put kila ban ngam omla ban palat ne kata dia namar kata daw ka jinge kalong bai ki divers jong ka NDRF kinum la hi bakin risk kimla ban risk bakin let shadow shatrai do jong kani ka krem namar kata kadau don kam ke machine ki bakhlain mantani kini ka te balai ba manta artayo omla ban wanra kum kata ka assessment na kaliang sarkar dan bawan bas ban assess ya kita jing kat hadu andangi na kaliang ka Congress party ngila pensawa hapo Delhi hapo parliament nang ta ki sapoi kita ki machine menta on the way to ja kat baja ndri ngakwa ban Pyrshah ba mendai bangiwan hangne ban le politics ni kakam ringi kwa ban Pyrshah bangi kwa bakini ki brio ki badan hangne ublei unle kamba phala le se yo dang don ki ba im hapo ro wat khat sau singi ro lada gidang don ki brio ki badang im kadai ka miracle ba ublei udang iki te namar kata kadau ngi kwa ban Pyrshah ya kini ki brio ki wan hakani ko
kar jela ka jongi kan pha bran ya kita ki kali ki badan kam ban wan lam ya kita ki pumps but ya kita ki experts syakane ke jaka kita ki kali bat kita ki tiar kitar ki balade ban wan kita ki machine ki kor baper bat kita ki nong peniat kita ki kor ki lapoi hapo Guwahati airport ngayo sngo khatwe buje menemen step lano kin poi shani ke ai ka bangin lale ban pet ba kin poi bran bat kin poi kin poi hakarukom ka badon kam habang iya tang mangilang tay na surok hang ni ka surok ka bamla ban poi ka surok kaliru ngiyo ni habi at 4 wheel tikin wan ra kumno ye kita kitiar ki bakya kumba shis pa san po kilo kawai ka pom sagi generators praspa kilo kawai ka machine
kiwan south
kumno nginra ye kita ki machine nang ni hang ting ngi don kam ban pet bakani ka sarkar ka penbiang ye kita ki don kam ngi wan ban pen kre ye kata ban pen kersiu tia ye kata nang ba nda kilawan gitu ki pom ngila ban pendon kami ki ban le na ka banta ka jing bha banta ni kata ko umbat ban rung bran sikiti ki jaka namar kumba ki thu ki experts jong ka NDRF ki ong ba kadon ka main shaft kum tu ki don pat ki shafts ki berit kum tu la ban long ba kini ki nong liti daw yong kilarong sikitu ki shafts ru la ban long ba kila shong no ai wi kamrai berit katu time is very valuable kapor kalong ba konsan ni tingi kerpat pat ngi wan dala de banjurip
ki ibri ki barang dan hapo kat banang la Asia kan kapor bun ba ki jing ngina suthu na geleng ju kini ki NDRF ki bawan ru nam ta jungki kamdai ka besuk bakin suthu ya ka jing long jing man jong kini chak po ki kram chapo na e garung ka na e kan kin pinmi e kumnu ki yo ban ngam ki bi chapo kalong si sha ka ba ado ka ta ban suthu te ngida sumur na kaleng jong ka party bro ko ya ka team na ka NDRF SDRF kumju ya ka district station ya ki pulit ki bala etrish tom kan ni singi ikan men bar ke jingwan jog ni ki water resource department ba ki we pat ki department ki bala simkhia ban ikan men pat ru da ke jingwan jog ni ki tiar nang la ban nang tan kam kloy ni
immediate installation and operation of the pumps, high capacity pumps, so that the water level recedes. That is number one. The second point, what I could assess is actually we need to know from where the water has come inside, and that is for that we do not have a proper plan here actually. So for that we need to do a proper survey work. Let us do the survey first. For this, actually, we have called the expert survey team. They are on the way. Probably within within 2-3 hours time, they will be reaching here. So once they reach here, they will start doing this survey work. We'll get some satellite pictures also from the top, and let's see from where this water has really inrust. So unless we are able to plug that inrush of water somewhere, that leakage. It is very difficult to dewater the shaft also. So let's see. Let the survey work begin. All India we have already dispatched 8 number of pumps from different parts of the country. We have different subsidiary companies situated at Bilaspur, somewhere in Nagpur, in Ranchi, in Dhanbad. From different subsidiary companies, pumps have already been. They are on the way actually. They have already started yesterday evening. So hopefully within 3 days time, we will be getting all those pumps. So around 8 pumps will get, and another 2 pumps are on the way. So that we'll have 10 pumps. Actually, these pumps are coming through trucks by road, trucks and trailers. I think trailers can come up to this point, to that point, that crossing point.
Right.
From there, we have to see. We'll discuss with the district authority as to how these pumps can be transported. Because I cannot assess the total quantity of water inside, but all I can say is each pump has a capacity of 500 gallons per minute. Okay? So per minute 500 gallons. So let's see. It depends on the total quantity of water there. That is to be assessed first. So we do not know the status of the shafts, whether these shafts are filled up or not filled with water, whether these galleries from this mine has been connected to the other shaft. That we are not aware of. So that's why we need to have a proper survey work, as well as we need to collect some information from the local miners as to whether these are connected or not. Then we can say.
Kalaya turu baka Liang Pyrshah kan sapha da ka jingtho so menteri rangba ka jela ukonrat kongkal sangma ba untuk larlang mardor ya kani ka kam khnang baka nonra ya ka jinge tre lang ka ba janai bat ban la pan state wood ya ka kam haga city bala pha so ukonrat kinong yalam ka congress kila pan pau ya ka jing lengo baka sarkar kala ailat yo deputy commissioner ka district ban shim shuti wat hapdeng kani ka jingja ka ba shirkai bat kala dawa ba dai ban khot one tray no branban ya uni head officer ka district.
The first thing that we need to bring to his appraisal is the fact that the DC, who is the person who's been put in charge of the entire operations, is actually on leave. Now, after the DC went on leave, no other officer has been put in charge. So it's like complete confusion on the ground zero. You will notice that the NDRF is going on its own. The Coal India people are going on their own. The revenue department has done some kind of a study. The water resource department official is doing something on his own. And we are seeing that there is a complete lack of coordination in the entire situation. We are suggesting immediately that an official at the level of Commissioner Secretary be put in place, so that he can oversee all operations, and he can also ensure that whatever assistance that is now coming forward from so many organizations, both government and non-governmental, that are actually being transported to the location at Ksan, will have some usage. There is no point in bringing equipment which are heavy duty in that area, which require power connection. So you need to make sure that whatever comes to the location is going to be suitably used. The other thing is that lugging all of that equipment across that river in 3 junctions and going up on a special gear is again going to be a very, very hazardous task for that equipment to be actually brought into the location. The other thing that we've also noticed is the fact that there are operations ongoing in that area. You have seen how dangerous that pit is. You have seen how dangerous the entire situation is. Any of the rescue teams that are actually coming to location could actually have a very bad accident there, but there is no sight of any medical team anywhere in the vicinity, whether it is at the place where we disembark from our vehicles to get to that other location by special vehicles. What if just one car falls, goes back, rolls down the hill? No medical team in sight for the last 14 days. Now that is a gross neglect of safety. Also, those miners, they are not divers. The divers are not used to these conditions. They are not used to this very cold temperatures. Anything can happen to any one of those divers or any one of those volunteers. Now, what's going to happen if there is no medical team in sight? So we've seen that there is an immediate requirement for a medical team to be put in place. The other requirement that we see that is urgently needed is the facility for all of the teams that have been brought to that location. There are no toilets inside. The tents that they live in are completely not to the standard, not up to the mark. Now that's not fair. These are volunteers that have come across from all parts of the country, and that is the kind of hospitality we give them. It's absolutely unbecoming. We need to immediately step up all amenities for all volunteers who are, whether or not living in the site, but who are working on site all the time. We also believe that the other thing is, now we are given the impression that a lot of equipment is actually being assisted from the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now the Ministry of Home Affairs will obviously need a corresponding officer to be able to communicate with us. An SP will not be in position to call somebody in the MHA. So at least an IGP must be put in place in the location until such time that the rescue operations continue. These are some of the observations that we made. Having said all of that, we want to place on record the sincerest effort put in by the NDRF, the SDRF, and we want to also appreciate the efforts put in by the SP, by the district administration. I think that they have forfeited their entire Christmas celebration for this very urgent call of the nation, and their efforts should be noticed and should be put on record and placed on record.
What we noticed today is, I think there is one lack of pulling in of resources, of the local resources that are available. I think if the district administration makes an effort that the local miners who are available there are even willing to come forward and help. So in this regard, I just have to make one appeal to the district administration and also to the government to utilize the logistics that are available. What I mean to say is, now there are many local miners who do have machines like the pumps. They also have big pumps. They also have other expertise that they can extend to the rescue operations. While we wait for these big machines to come, perhaps the immediate solution or immediate response that one can give to this whole rescue operations is the local miners, whoever are voluntarily willing to provide their services, should be appealed, and they should also be requested to come with their machines and pump out the water that is accumulating in the pit. As we all know today, we got to learn that almost 20 lakhs liters of water has been pumped out by the pumps that have been available. But now that the operation has been stopped, now I feel that local miners who have got experts of the terrain, who know the pits, who know the shafts, should also be pulled in by the district administration and create a concerted effort, bring in together along with the experts from the NDRF and the local experts. That is when we should try to explore these possibilities. When the Chief Minister was confronted with the questions in Delhi about the rescue operations, he very casually mentioned that yes, we have written to the Coal India Limited to provide the resources or provide the assistance. Now that is not the way it is. Now this is a disaster that has happened for the last 2 weeks. Now if you compare that with the Thailand disaster, when those football team were trapped inside the caves in Thailand, within 3 days there were rescues who came from all over the world, from UK, from Australia, from all over the world. But here it's 2 weeks. We are yet to see one big machine here. Whatever machines were available were locally procured by the district administration. The state has not even taken up as a disaster which requires the state's intervention. It's very sad. Only when the party president Rahul Gandhi took up the matter strongly with the Prime Minister, things started moving, and now when we made so much noise, that is when yesterday 2 ministers landed up to see the site. but we did not hear anything of what they wanted to say. What were the recommendations, what were the suggestions, or what were the actions that they want to take? They have not spoken anything at all. The world doesn't know that these two ministers have gone. Why have they just gone so quietly, just to make their presence felt? It's not here to get a mileage, who has gone and who has not gone. It is here to do some work. We have gone there to perform, to work, to see, to get the actual feeling of what actually is happening on the ground. We heard that the machines were on the way, so we all teamed up together today, being vacations either. So we all compromised with all our vacations, and we have gone there to see whether the machines are available or not, or what are the
quantum of machines,
and what are the help that they want.
Will they run?
So this is what it is. Like Madam just mentioned, we are stressing it now. This is a letter that we have drafted to the Chief Minister. Now we are going to tell the Chief Minister that how come one senior level officer is not available to monitor and supervise the operations. Very insensitive. We have always been seeing this. We have seen this on the early occasions when the two women activists were attacked, and they were the perpetrators of this drastic attack were let loose. They were at large until the person himself surrendered. And now we see this incident for the 2 weeks, totally insensitive. I do not know why the government is so insensitive about these kind of issues.
This is not a blueprint. We are yet to find the blueprint. We are yet to organize the blueprint. So we saw that complete lacking of coordination.